back to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We're going to get you out of here before the top of the hour. Give you enough time to get those bets for the primetime games. That's what we do here in the Drive Thru. Just make sure you like, subscribe. Be with us here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's meet the cappers on today's show before we get to the picks. We'll say hello to Kirk. Kirk, what's going on?
Not much. How you doing today?
Doing great. Looking forward to some NFL football. A lot of tight baseball going on as we speak. Say hello to Joey. Joey, what's up?
Yeah, Tony, how you doing? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you as well. Of course, I know someone out there in the Detroit area has an interest in this game here. Can't see any runs scored here through 6.5. Dave, what's happening?
I am begging for some runs for Detroit here, please. Got to find something soon here. Just got out of the sixth, I think, or we just got the Guardians out. I don't know what inning we're in, but yeah, we need runs, and hopefully Scooble can go the whole 9 because he's looking pretty sharp right now.
Top of the 8th, no score. Total was actually closed at 6. Yeah, it was a really low total.
6, yeah, 6. It was like hockey or something.
Yeah, those other bettors.
Yeah, those shadows in Cleveland this time of day are horrible too. So that was like the first 4 innings or so. Those shadows were brutal.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Let's say hello to Brad. Brad, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. I mean, it was a fun weekend of college football games, fun weekend of NFL games, and now we got a Scooball masterclass. So great time to be a sports fan. So can't complain at all.
No complaints whatsoever. Let's say hello to Jawan. Jawan, what's up?
What's going on, Tony? Look for a better night than I had a weekend, so it was a rough one.
Yep.
I was on the wrong side of every close loss, every close game.
There were some there yesterday, no doubt about that. And college football, a lot of dogs, a lot of those big dogs covered. Some won in a wild weekend. Ron, what's happening?
Well, not too much. Can't complain. I had a so-so day on college Saturday, but definitely wrapped that up and got that all back with NFL yesterday. So it was I was on the right side of things in the NFL for once. Definitely got some back of the early season losses. So let's continue it here on Monday. I feel for Joe Biden because those days happen. You just can't. It is what it is. What you want to do is if you're right there at the end of those games when it comes down to the little blooper blop that way. And it depends on you're on the right side of things. That's where you want to be most of the time. Sometimes I'd rather be right there in the close game than getting beat out early.
And Cincinnati hurt.
Oh God!
that was nuts. Yeah. I thought it was over for sure when that was done. I was like, oh, Cincinnati's got it. But the announcers curse.
That's bad coaching.
Yeah, the good old announcers curse again. He was complaining. The announcers come in there and they tell you that he's hit the last 14 from beyond 50 yards. He's never missed from that far in his life. It's never ever happens. And what happens? He goes left. It was just like I was like, oh, here comes the announcers curse. Sure enough, goes left. It's like wow.
Yep, that's what took place there. No doubt about that. Of course, some of these the big plays there in that game, those pass defenses a little weak there. Do everything right, even the Ravens. They do everything right, but they sometimes give up those big plays, and that's the thing there. I think we saw one years ago in a playoff game with Denver and Baltimore back in the day, back when Manning was quarterback. There was a memorable Saturday game. Chauvin's shaking his head. He remembers that one. A miracle finish there. One of the Saturday playoff games back in the day. I was on the wrong side of that one. I know it hurts. I know Ravens big plays, they give them up, and I don't like it. Let's say hello to Brad. Brad, what's up?
Buffalo and Houston is the one that I remember the most.
You remember that one?
Buffalo way up big. Buffalo up
And
plenty. And lose the Oilers.
Yep. Ready to roll here. All right, let's get this underway, guys. We got through the cap introduction. I know you guys want these picks, so let's get to the picks right away. We'll start with Monday Night Football. Of course, some cappers will have premium plays on these. We may get a team total. We may get a player prop or a side of total. We'll see what we get here. Saints and Chiefs hanging around 5. I know there's some 5.5s. I just saw Chris go to 5 right now, so some sharp money there. Total 43 in this one. Let's get it started here with Kirk.
Yeah, I'm kind of like same page as Jovan. I was on the wrong side. Pretty bad day yesterday after a decent Saturday. But in this game here, I'm actually probably looking at the under. The Chiefs are going to be without Rashee Rice, and I think they Saints have kept games close, so their defense hasn't been too bad. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game here on Monday Night Football, so I'm going with the under in this one.
Under in this one from Kirk. We now move on over to Joey.
Yeah, I'm with Kirk on this. I like the under. Saints and Chiefs are both top 3 in points allowed. Both have really stout red zone defenses, and the Saints defense ranks 4th in defensive EPA per play. I really like them to slow down the Chiefs offense, so I like the under 43 here.
Under 43 there from Joey. Next up, we go over to David.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Saints in this matchup. I'm going to take them with the points, but I think it's worth looking at the money line. KC's really banged up, and we've seen them. I know they have Mahomes, and they just keep figuring out how to get wins here. They had that comeback against the Bengals. They hung on against the Falcons, won by a touchdown against the Chargers. But that luck's not going to last forever. I think the Saints, who have lost 2 in a row, they're playing well enough, even though 2 losses in a row, I mean, by 2 and 3 points each. They're playing well enough to start this year. I think they can go in and get this win, but I'm going to take the points here. Take the 5 or 5.5, whatever it's at, with the Saints.
There from David. We move now over to Jovan.
Yeah, we're going to look at some player props in this one. First things first, with all the injuries on the Chiefs side, on their offensive side of the ball, Patrick Mahomes has to throw it to somebody. And I think Justin Watson is going to be pegged to be one of those guys he's going to get a steady amount of targets. His over-under set at 25.5. I think that's going to get easily over that yardage. So I'll take the over receiving yards in that. On the other side, Alvin Kamara, he's just a workhorse. Whether it's running the ball, catching the ball from the backfield. So I look for him to get his receiving yards and go over that one also. Just those 2 props I like in particular.
There from Jovan. Next up will be Brad.
Yeah, I do have a premium for the side on this one, but for the total, I'm liking the under 43 as well. Mahomes and this Chiefs offense tends to get all the praise, but I mean, this season and last season, a lot of their success has been because of their defensive efforts. So I really don't see the Saints lining up the scoreboard in Arrowhead. And then also, I don't see the Chiefs put up crazy numbers either. They lost their number 1 running back, lost their number 1 wide receiver. This team's skill positions are starting to get pretty thin. So I think it's kind of a low-scoring, gritty game. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. Give me the under in this one.
The under in this one here from Brad. Next up, we move on over to Rod.
And for me, I got a premium on the side and total in this one, so I'll give you a couple of props in this one. You look at the Saints side, and I think this Chiefs defense is going to be able to slow up the run, and we're going to have to see Carr use his arm a little bit. Look what Carr's done in the last 3 games, and that's throw a pick. So I'm going to take Carr to throw an interception in this one. Only minus 135. I'm in. Give me Carr to throw an interception. And I'm going to Kelsey hasn't scored a touchdown yet, so I don't think he's going to get the first one. You look at the Saints, they've scored the first touchdown in the last, 5 weeks? I don't think that happens here. I think a lot of people are thinking the Saints are going to drive down the field and score the first touchdown. I'm going to say that goes the opposite, and the Chiefs drive down the field to score that first touchdown, and Kelsey gets his first touchdown. Give me Kelsey, first touchdown scorer in this game.
Yeah, from Rod, I'll say what I think about this one. Yeah, I have to look here at the Saints with the points in this spot. The Saints 8-4 to the spread as a road dog. KC 0-3 to the spread of their past 3 Monday night games, but looking at this one, slight injury advantage here for KC because we're a little banged up with the Saints offensive line. But again, playmakers missing on KC. That's a big one with their injuries in this one. They've defended the well, but KC is giving up 64% pass completions, 6.8 yards per pass attempt. So I'll be looking here at in this spot, we'll be looking here at the Saints here at plus the points. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through as we're ready to move on over to the Major League Baseball card here for today. And we'll just switch it over to baseball right now. We got some close games and we got some good ones going on right now in progress. We'll get to the 0-0 score there in the Guardians-Tigers. But here we're going to look at the nightcap. A couple of games here from baseball we're going to look at. We're going to look at here game 2 between the Royals and the Yankees. We'll also skip ahead to tomorrow's game, Tuesday's game. We won't be on the air for this game, so I added this to the list here if you have something on it Phillies, Mets, 5 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, so you can get a pick on either one of those here on the show. Let's go ahead and let's get this one here started off with Kirk.
Yeah, I think I'm going to look at the other game here tomorrow for Game 3. Both these teams, the Phillies and the Mets, are just hitting the ball too well. We're seeing an over-under of 7. I think this is going to be another 5-4 or even 3-3. We go to extras. We probably at the least push. So I'm going with over 7. I know it's the playoffs, but these two offenses are hitting the ball too well right now.
Over 7 there with Kirk. We move on over to Joey.
Yeah, so I'm looking at both of these games. I like the Yankees on the run line. They've dominated the Royals all season, going 5-2, not counting that last playoff game. 4 of those 5 wins came by 2 or more runs. The Yankees bats are hottest at home at Yankee Stadium, and I really think they're going to get to Cole Reagans tonight. And tomorrow, I like the Mets at home against the Phillies. This is a tough one for me, but I really like Sean Manaea in this spot. He's 1-1 against the Phillies, picking up a win his last time out. But one thing that really sticks out to me is Aaron Nola. He's 1-4 his last 5 starts against the Mets. And last time he faced him, he allowed 6 earned runs on 6 hits. I don't know, man. I like the Mets here.
The Mets here from Joey. Next up, we will move on over to David.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Royals-Yankees tonight. I think taking the Royals is worth the plus money here. Cole Reagans has been very solid the last 5 starts. He's pitched very well. I know Rodon's pitched better recently as well. But, Kansas City, they really over the last, 3 or 4 weeks, the bats have just gone completely silent. We did see them score 5 runs in Game 1. I think they can carry some of that momentum over here into this one. And I just think the Royals are worth the plus money look here with Reagans. I think the pitching matchup slightly towards their advantage. Obviously, the hitting advantage goes to the Yankees, but the Yankees actually played their best baseball on the road this season. I think Kansas City can steal Game 2 here.
KC looking for the theft there in Game 2. We move on over to Javon.
Yeah, I'll take the under first 5 in the game tonight between the Royals and the Yankees. I just think it's going to be one of those games where not much is going to be had as far as the runs in this one, and it's going to be one of those stalemate type of games going into the 6th inning. Cole Reagans, he's been pitching well. Same thing for Carlos Rodon. So this is just going to be a zero-sum game as far as the first 5 goes. So give me the under first 5. And, I got to agree with Kirk with tomorrow's game. I see Aaron Nola and Sean Manaea on the mound. Guys who've pitched pretty well this season, but once you get to those bullpens, all bets are off, on both sides. Even though, these bullpens have been holding steady, overall. This is just one of these series where runs are going to be scored, so don't even play yourself by taking anything under the total, it's at least in the first couple games. So give me the over in this one, in tomorrow's game.
Over there
at a flat 7.
There from Javon, yeah, flat 7 there. We move now over to Brad.
Yeah, Royals, Yankees. I'll take a shot with the Royals on the money line. Reagan's just my guy. He looked really good in his first postseason game against the Orioles, and I think whoever has to utilize their bullpen first is going to be in serious trouble in this game, and I just see Reagans going longer than Rodon in this one. Also, we saw Aaron Judge go for 0-4 in that Game 1. If he starts one of his typical cold streaks, it could be really bad news for the Yanks. So Cole Reagans, get him plus money. I'll take my shot with that. Mets, Phillies. As much as I want the Mets to win this game and this series, I had to ride with the Phillies. I like Aaron Nola's postseason experience. Last season, he posted a 2.35 ERA in 4 postseason starts. And historically, the Phillies have hit pretty solid off of Manaea. So, I'll take my chances with the 95-win Phillies team at pretty much even odds here.
Yeah, from Brad. Move now over to Ron.
Yeah, for me, looking at this game, I'm going to look at it a different way. I think Cole Reagans has a good start here. I think he can get 16 outs for us. He's done that in 5 straight games here where he's been able to get over 15 and a half outs, and that's at a nice plus 110. So I'm going to take Cole Reagans to get over 15 and a half outs in this one. I like what Jovan said. I kind of like the under first half. I think you got a nice little pitcher's duel going on early, and I think we can easily get over that 15 and a half outs. So I'll take that there. And then the Mets are just that team. They just keep rolling right along, always battling, always right in it, and been hot. So with my eye on the mound, I'm not going to go against that. Every time you see him on the mound, was it 30-4 or something crazy? Every time you see him on the mound for the Mets, I'll just continue to take the Mets.
Here we go from Rod. I'll tell you what I think about these. I'm going to go under here with Casey and the Yankees. Reagan's over his past 5 starts, ERA 1.08, whip of 1. Rodon in good form over his past 5 starts, also a very low whip of 1.08. The KC bullpen, boy, they've gotten good at the right time, right? We've been hammering them for the past 5+ months, but somehow, some way, they've been able to get their bullpen right here toward the end of the season, into the postseason. 0.89 ERA over their past 10. We also have the Yankees here, 2.80. The team is 13-2 to the under behind Reagan's this year. New York 5-3 to the under behind Rodon, past 8. And Casey has struggled at the plate here down the stretch. And the Yankees, they don't hit lefties as well. So I'll look here at under there. I agree on the over tomorrow in that Phillies and Mets games. Nolan's had some issues with his form as well down the stretch, and both bullpens have been getting hammered. So I'll look for over in that one as well. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. As we continue on, we are going to look. There's a game. The NHL opens up tomorrow. There is a game that will be televised when we're on the air. So we'll cover this one. It will be the Blues and the Kraken. We're seeing the Kraken in favor at $1.35. Total sits 5.5. And of course, this opens up the NHL season. We will cover the rest of the games tomorrow, the ones in prime time. But since this game starts at tomorrow at 5 Eastern, we're on the air at 6 Eastern. This one would have started. So we'll go around the horn with the cappers. Somebody passed. Not all cappers here handicap hockey. So if they don't have a play, they will pass. So let's see what happens here. We'll start with Kirk. Player pass.
Yeah, I'm going to be the first pass here.
The first pass from Kirk. I'm joining you there. Let's go on over to Joey.
Yeah, so I like the Kraken on the puck line here against the Blues. Blues really struggled last season to generate offensive chances. They ranked 25th on the power play and ranked 6th to last on 5-on-5 head-to-head goals. Krakens have a new coach, and it's actually their AHL coach, and he led them to back-to-back finals. So I really like the Kraken to generate some success here, and honestly, it comes down to their goaltending. And like I said earlier, the Blues can't really score, so give me the Kraken on the puck line.
Kraken on the puck line there from Joey. Next up will be David.
Yeah, I'm actually on the other side of this. I like the Blues here with the plus money. The Kraken defensively and goaltending I don't love. I know early in the season it's really just a toss-up here, definitely first game of the year. But I think the Blues can get the job done here. I think they have the goaltending advantage. I think it'll be a lower scoring game, but I like the Blues to get the win.
Blues there from David. Next up, Jovan. Jovan hits at a high percentage, but not a whole lot of volume. I don't know if he's going to. No. Hard pass there for Jovan. A little later in the season for Jovan. Let's go on over to Brad.
I'll be passing as well.
Another pass from Brad. Move on over to Rod.
Yeah, for me in this one, I'm going to agree with David. I like the Blues here in this one. Binnington's my guy. I love Binnington in net in this one. After his what he did last season, you've seen he went through some a little bit of anger management courses, and definitely he isn't so angry. He had that one season where he was smashing everybody. I thought we were gonna have to nickname him that because he was he was trying to pick fights and getting into brawls with everybody. So it is what it is there, but he's definitely turned it around, and I like what the Blues have going. You look at their top power play unit, and I love it. You got Buchnevich, Neighbors, and Kyrou on there. Those guys are going to be able to put some pucks in the back of the net, especially on Grubauer. Grubauer? Sorry, I'm not a fan of Grubauer. I think he's in trouble here for the Kraken. You're putting all your eggs on Grubauer. Can't do it. I think he's in trouble. Definitely the goalie advantage goes to the Blues. The plus money in that one.
There from Rod, and we got you through the NHL for you here, guys. Well, now it's time for our Parley Pick segment here, where the cappers can give it a parlay, a pick, or they give a peripheral play. Could be a game coming up here, an NFL, early look at NFL, college football, a player prop. It's up to the cappers, so let's get this segment here started with Kirk.
I'm going to go with Kareem Hunt here, first touchdown tonight. I also do like Rod's pick of Kelsey, but I'm going to switch it up and go with Kareem Hunt here.
There we go with Kirk. Moving on over to Joey.
Yeah, I found this on DraftKings at plus 170. Chris Olave, 70 plus receiving yards. He's hit this mark in 3 straight, and he's averaging 7 receptions over the last 2 games. I think it's a good value play.
Great play there from Joey. Over to David.
Yeah, just an early college football play I like for Saturday. We got Missouri traveling to take on UMass, which is kind of a weird game considering Missouri's on the road here for this one. You would think it'd be the other way around, but Missouri is currently favored 27.5. I think they cover this with ease. I think they roll into UMass and blow the doors off. They have to bounce back after that last performance against Texas A&M, which is just horrible. They never showed up for that one, but they are way better than 1-5 UMass. I'll take Missouri minus the 27.5.
There from David on over to Javon.
Yeah, just throw out another prop on Kareem Hunt. It's not that much of a drop off from Pacheco, and he's gonna get a lot of touches. So that I believe is 42.5. That is riding that. I think it goes over that total. He'll get there.
There from Javon up over to Brad.
Yeah, I got a nice little two-leg parlay fading both quarterbacks tonight. Drew Brees under 1.5 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, and then Patty Mahomes over a half an interception should get you about plus 140 on the odds.
There from Brad, we move on over to Ron.
So a little two-teamer here in early college football. I'm looking at Penn State coming into USC here, and I think Penn State's going to have no problem running the ball and controlling the clock right from the start, right from the get-go. USC doesn't defend the run so well, giving up 5 yards per rush. Well, this Penn State team, they're running the ball for 5.4 yards per rush. Penn State's going to dominate that line of scrimmage and control the clock right from the get-go. Lay the points with Penn State. They win by a touchdown plus in that one in college football. Love it.
Love it from Ron here, and I'll tell you one here that I like here. Let me get to my screen here. Yeah, I'm going to look here under first 5 with the Royals and the Yankees here. I think another two. I think the starting pitching will be solid here to start this game. And of course, we know that the Yankees have had their issues hitting left-handed starters, and of course, it's been a massive under streak here for this Reagan's 13-2 to the under on the road this year. All right, we got you through the peripheral spot. So let's find out what the Cappers have for sale over at Pick Dog Prim. Head into a big week of action with Major League Baseball playoffs. We got also NHL starting tomorrow. The North American opening night tomorrow. We'll have a lot of games now moving forward with the NHL, as well as NFL, college football, WNBA in action Tuesday, and game 1 of the finals is on Thursday. So we got the W coming right back in action as well. So let's find out what the Cappers have for sale. Also, soccer action up there. I know Kirk will lead us off here. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I'm actually taking the night off. It was brutal yesterday, so I'm taking a night to reset. And soccer's kind of in a domestic break for a couple of days, so I'm going to be treading a little lightly till the weekend, but definitely we'll still have some the next coming days, but massive weekend ahead.
Big weekend for him. Good time getting on board with David. We'll see what David Racy has for sale over at Pick Dog Premium. Fantastic last 30 days, approaching 2,000 units.
Yeah. Saturday was a little bit of a rough one, 4-6 day. Bounced back with a winning day yesterday. Tonight I have a play in the NFL game. I have a play in the late baseball game as well. And don't forget, I think starting this past Thursday, it was 55 straight days of football or something like that, because we have Conference USA action on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I think throughout this month, and then in the MAC come November. So beautiful time for football. I'll have a play in college football every single day during those midweek games. So jump in on something long-term is going to give you more value, especially with the volume I'm at on Saturdays and Sundays. So head on over to the site, check it out, or join just for the day.
Yep, don't forget that 1 month pass gets the remainder of the baseball playoffs all the way to the end of the World Series and the NBA, which starts 2 weeks from tomorrow. The NBA regular season, so lots going on here. Good time with all these sports overlapping to get those long-term passes. Let's ask Javon what's going on over at Pick Dog Scream. Javon having a great college football year.
Yeah, got the side and the total for tonight's game. Looking to hit on those plays and then just start the week off on the right note. Got little action here and there. Got college football tomorrow. Going for basically the whole week. One on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. Is there one on Wednesday? I know there's definitely
College football,
Thursday and
yeah,
Friday,
we got them all every day for the
yeah.
next
So
2 months.
so right, shit. So one-offs on that. Probably have a play on each and every one of those days in college football. Then we got playoff baseball. We still got the WNBA rolling. So it's a whole lot there to be had. Thursday night football with the two teams that lost last week, the 49ers and Seattle Seahawks. That should be a nice one. So yeah, it's gonna keep on going. Jump on certain long term, 3 day, 7 day, 30-day, yearly, or matching with other handicaps for the 2-point cap promotion. Can't go wrong here. Sports Chat plays a pick dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get it with those long-term passes. Great value there. Look at Brad. See what's going over at Pick Dog. Brad having a great 2024.
Yes, sir. Yep. Had a good week. Going to have another one this week. For tonight, I have my best pick for tonight's NFL game. Love the pick a lot. So check that out. Only $15 on the site. It's discounted there. So check that out. Also do have an MLB play if you are a long-term pass holder. So loving that play as well. But Mondays are typically lighter with the amount of games we have, but things start to pick up throughout the week. So something long-term is always good to look at.
A lot of time there with Brad. Great 2024 going. Last Rod next up. Rod's up next. What do you have going over at Pick Dodge Prim? Great WNBA action here. Looking forward to the finals coming up Thursday.
Yeah, and I just have to put that play up for sale for Game 5 tomorrow's action on a nice 15-6 WNBA run. So definitely scoop that up. I've got one play in the NHL for tomorrow night, and then tonight I've got my Monday night NFL moneymaker. So jump aboard that, and that's 7-1 day yesterday. Looking to start the week strong and continue on into the rest of the week. Lots of NHL, lots of college football, NFL right into the next week. So your best deal is to grab something long-term. Join me for a week, a month, even scoop up that rest of the season pass. That way you get everything going right all the way into 2025. Getting hot, heating up, jump aboard. Let's make some money over at Pick Thugs and Sports Chat Place.
Yeah, from Rod, get on board with Rod. Great numbers from Rod. We'll ask Joey what's going over at Pick Dog Prim. Good start to the NFL season.
Yeah, I had a 5-0 Sunday, went 4-0 on the gridiron with the NFL. I have my my Monday Night Football thriller up for tonight, but I'm definitely looking forward to WNBA tomorrow night. So check out that play. It'll be going up sometime later tonight, and use the code PICK for 15% off.
Get on board with Joey. Yeah, I got an NFL pick up there right now. Best bet. Off to a 20-7 ATS with over 1,100 units at Profit NFL. Off to a strong year for me. So get on board. Good time to get that 1 month pass. Get you covered in the NFL all the way into the first week of November. All the Major League Baseball playoffs, World Series, start of the NBA season. 1 month pass, great way to go. Pick is a promo code to save that 15% off. Of course, you can always get 3 or 7 day pass, but you make the choice there. And of course, the multi-cap promotions, you can match me up with any of your favorite cappers here on the drive-thru on that multi-capper promotion. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. We got through it all here. I have one question here. I wanted to ask Rod. I know he keeps an eye on WNBA, maybe even Joey, because of the way the scheduling is in the WNBA. Now, if you looked at bet the Liberty in Game 1, do you have to do it? Do you think you have to do it quick because it's such a short turnaround for the winner tomorrow? We'll start with Joey.
Me personally, I thought the Liberty were going to win it regardless, so I'll give it away. I don't care what the number is. I'm taking the Liberty no matter what. I think they're the best team in the W right now, just offensively, defensively. I just think they're going to take it all.
But line way from the opener to the close, do you think there'll be significant movement there as people start to figure out it's a short turnaround?
Honestly, I don't think it'll be that big, especially because the two teams that are playing, it's not like it's going to be that drastic. It's not like it could potentially be like the Fever playing. It's two really top-tier teams, so I really don't think it'll make that big of a difference, in my opinion.
What do you think, Rod?
I think it's going to make a huge difference. You got to look at the Liberty. They're already rested and done their series, and they're sitting there ready to go. They don't care who they play. Either or. They're just sitting back and watching two teams that are going to still have to battle it out in Game 5. You got to give the Liberty the advantage in Game 1 for sure. What's the line going to be? I think the line is going to indicate that a huge rest advantage for the Liberty. I think that number probably pops out at 6 or 7. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, no doubt about that. They're going to try to get you. Well, they figure there'll be some Liberty money because of the rest advantage, but maybe be too big. You might look.
So give you 6 or 7. Give you 6 or 7, and try to bait you in on the other side. Try to get a whole pile of a big number. That's what I think. I think it's Liberty by 10 in that first one. I don't think there's anybody that could slow them down. They're that hot. They're that hot offensively. I know the Suns and the Lynx are number 1 and 2 defensively, but 5-game series is going to take a lot out of them.
That was an impressive run there by the Liberty in that last 5 minutes of that game yesterday, where they went on that, what was it, 10-0 run, 12-0, that big run they made there. I don't know if you caught that, Jovan, yesterday. Your thoughts on this WNBA heading down the stretch here?
I mean, that was a late game select. Well, a late selection on my premium side. I had them on the money line. I had just forgot to put it on overnight. So I remember to put it on, late morning, and got cash on that. But it's just a coronation for me. It's a foregone conclusion of what's going to happen in this, in the finals. It's kind of like the NBA. When you got a runaway freight train like the Liberty have been all season, you just got to ride with it or get out the way, because if you want to get in the way of this one, then you're going to lose. It's simple as that.
Pretty much. I think. Yeah.
Remember 2 years ago, the Liberty, this was a dream team, right? This was a team that the New York put together, but they lost 2 years in a row to the Aces. So maybe the dream will come true in year 3 of this roster assembly.
And listen, it's like liken it to the Lakers and Celtics. One team's gonna win, the other one's they're gonna be left at the altar, and then the next year. It's kind of like that. You know what I mean? So one of the other's going to win. Hopefully they meet again next year, see what happens. I mean, that's just how I see it. Got the best player in the league in Asia Wilson. You got one of the other best players in the league, in Stewie. It's good to see the best go up against each other. Now, I understand they didn't meet in the finals this year. It was, the semifinals. But like I said, that was the championship series this past series.
Yeah.
This one right here, that whoever they face, it doesn't really matter. It's like the Celtics playing the Houston Rockets in '86.
Yeah, it didn't matter. And I kind of like this, where you don't even separate the conferences. It's just, one through, you just see them as they are and they play each other. That means we saw that in the NBA, where we didn't even worry about East and West. They just see them, and that's how you roll. That's something. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Anybody have anything in closing before we wrap up Monday's show? Nope. Everything good.
Let's get it.
Let's get it,
Got
guys.
money.
That's going to do
Crush
it here
the books.
for the drive-through. Crush the books. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys.